Hi guys, welcome back to my channel today. So today's video is going to be a natural glam tutorial. So really great if you're going on date night or just want to have like a more sort of pared back look but still look glam. So I'm just going to start by getting straight into it. So for primer today I'm going to be using the Becca Instant First Light Perfecting Filter. You can see I've used a lot of this. It's almost empty. I don't really have any plans today. I might see if one of my friends wants to go for dinner. Other than that, I will be cleaning my house, which is so much fun. Okay, so my skin's nice and primed, looking very glowy. I really like this primer because it gives you that instant shot of hydration. Okay, for foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Guerlain Lingerie Peau foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations. I don't actually wear it that often. And I'm going to be applying with a brush today. This is just a Bare Minerals brush. I love this foundation because it gives you a really beautiful glowy finish to the skin with decent coverage. If you can hear people talking in the background, that is my neighbor. She makes beads or something in her garage, which is like very close to the room that I'm filming in. And apparently she likes to have the garage open and have a good old chat. Don't know who she's talking to, but because her friend that was over went home, maybe she's on the phone. So I recently rediscovered this foundation. I've had it for a while and I used to love wearing it all the time, but for some reason I guess it just got lost in my rotation. And I normally always use a beauty blender, but I have rediscovered this brush. I have a lot of brushes and I just forget to use them. So I want to get a very like hydrated, fresh, glowy look today. So for my concealer, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And I'm just going to pop that on underneath the eyes. And some areas in my face to give it a little bit of a highlight. And I'm also going to use a brush to blend that in. I'm just kind of feathering it across my skin. I'm just going to take it across my eyelids a little bit, just whatever's left, very lightly. I don't want to put too much concealer on my eyelid. I know some people like to use concealer as a primer, but for me, I don't know, it just doesn't work as well as using an actual primer. So you can see I've got this side all blended out. And this brush that I'm using is a Tarte double-ended brush. Okay guys, so I've got my foundation and my concealer on now. I actually really like the way that these two brushes blend everything out. Normally I'm strictly beauty blender, so it's nice to kind of mix it up. To set my makeup, I'm going to use that Hourglass, the translucent setting powder, the Veil. I love this powder. It's really nice. It kind of reflects the light in a nice way. If you have really oily skin, I don't know how you would like it, but if you have like normal to dry skin, she works a treat. So I'm just gonna press that in around my nose, under my eyes, and because I do put some concealer on my eyelid, I am gonna press it in over there too. I always make a bit like more of an effort to set around my mouth, my chin, and also like the nose, because I find that that is where my makeup tends to come off first. So even if you have like a really dry skin, you don't need to powder everywhere, but just powder in the areas where you think that your makeup wears off first. So now I'm gonna highlight my face. So the highlighter I'm going to use today is the Tarte Exposed. This is a little mini size, but it's quite actually bright. So I'm taking my Anastasia A23 brush and I'm putting that on the high points of my face. And again, I have talked about this in other videos, that I like to kind of blend things in like little circles and buff them into the skin. I just find it looks more natural that way. This highlighter smells like vanilla cake. So delicious. Because I'm extra, I always use the Dior Glow palette. No matter what highlighter I wear, I pretty much always add this in. So I'm going to go in with that gold shade first. And then I kind of take that on the back end, like closer towards my hairline of the highlight. And then I'm going to go in with the white. And then I'm going to hit that on the highest points. You can see how glowy that is. I like this highlighting palette because it kind of just gives you like a wet look to your skin. It's not like super chunky or glittery or anything. It just literally makes your skin look like glowing. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm going to use this Urban Decay Beach Bronzer. This is in the shade Sunkissed. I don't know if they still make these bronzers. I feel like they came out as limited edition when I first bought it, but then, you know, brands these days, everything's limited edition until it's not. Now, I always bronze my neck, even though the color matches. I always just like to add a bit of bronzer down here. To continue the glow, I'm going to use the Benefit Gold Rush Blush. Just looks like this. This is one of my favorite blushes, and I'm just going to take that on this dirty blush brush because I'm lazy and I didn't want to clean my brushes today. All of these Benefit blushes smell so good too. I don't know what they put in them. Now we've got to add some brows because the brows help to frame the whole face. So for brows, I'm going to be using the Precisely My Brow from Benefit. This is in the shade 4.5. I know it seems like it might be a little bit dark, but surprisingly it works. It does have a more neutral undertone, so it does match well with my hair. Okay, so I filled my brows in with the pencil. It always looks like really crazy when you have no eye makeup on, especially after you put concealer over your eyes. But I'm just going to set the brow hairs in place now. So I was going to do a tutorial with the Soft Glam palette, but I have this one here from Zoeva. This is the Melody palette. It's actually really beautiful. It just looks like this. And I've only used this like maybe once or twice since I bought it. It's pretty new still. I can't remember if this is limited edition or not, but you can buy it at Sephora. I thought I would give this one a go today. So to prime my eyes, I'm going to use a Shadow Insurance from Too Faced. Classic eyeshadow primer. I curled my hair today and I burnt my finger and it's really sore. I haven't burnt myself like in a long time, and just on my thumb you can see it's a little bit red. To start, I'm going to go into the shade called Worlds Above. And I'm just going to take that through my crease and just above as well. Again, I usually blend in little circles. I find that it gives a more diffused, blended look. But feel free to do whatever works for you. Makes such a difference adding eyeshadow, Natalia. Sounds like Marilyn's having a good old yarn. Do any of you guys have noisy neighbours? I swear Like, she's pretty good, but like when we lived in Canada, our landlord, he actually lived above us because we lived in a basement suite. It had its own separate entry and exit, but the soundproofing wasn't very good because we could hear him a lot doing all kinds of things that I won't mention. So that was a really fun time for us. So I've got that all colour all through my crease. I'm going to just take the same colour and then go along my lower lash line. Let me know down below if you have any like crazy neighbour stories. It's always interesting, especially if you like live in an apartment or something. I don't know, I find those ones always the craziest. I'm gonna do a wing with my look today and some lashes. I am just going to not add any more shadow, but take whatever's left on this blending brush and just kind of blend out the edges into not a wing shape, but so it's not as round. Okay, so now that we've done that, next color I'm going to go into is called Fly Solo, which is that more cooler tone brown there. And I'm going to take that on the outer corner of my eye and into the crease. I love the way these colors blend. They're so pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to take a clean blending brush. This one here is a Sephora Pro Tapered Crease Brush. It's a natural bristle brush, so it's really good for diffusing powder. I'm just going in little circles all around the edges. And you can see how that just really blows everything out. Next up, I'm going to go in with colour all across the lid. So I want to use something nice and shimmery. I think I might go in with this colour here called Airy Radiance. And because we're adding the wing and lashes, I don't want to go too bold with the eyeshadow because we still want it to look more like natural glam, not full glam. Just going to flip my brush around and use that blending side to make sure everything is blended together. Beautiful. Yeah, so this is how my eyeshadow is looking so far. You can see it's still there, but not super crazy. So I'm going to add some liner, mascara and lashes off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I am back. I have my liner and lashes on. If you do want to see how to get this wing liner or how to do an eyeliner, I will link a tutorial down below once it's up. I believe it'll be going up after this video. So now all that we have left is the lips. I'm gonna do something nude today. I'm feeling like I wanna do a nude lip. I've been doing a lot of bold lips lately. So for lips, I've decided I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Vice lipstick in Carnal. Just looks like this. So this lipstick is definitely a darker nude on me. I'm gonna pop on some gloss over the top, just in the center of the lips. This is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. Now I've got my lip on. All that's left to do is set. So I'm gonna use the Dewy setting spray from Cover FX. If you haven't figured it out already, I love dewy, glowy skin, so hence all the glow. Okay guys, so that completes this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me some ideas for future videos down below. If there's anything you want to see, any look, any palette, let me know. And my previous video will be linked down below. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.